Hey everyone, Kevin Gesme here, back with another landmark film review. I'm doing a quick review of the film Dunkirk, which I saw last year to catch up with the Oscar-nominated films for Best Picture. I saw Dunkirk on the 70mm standard print back when it was in theaters, and I loved that experience. The sound of the projector running, the quality of the picture from the film print. I romanticize it a bit, but at the same time, I love seeing films on film. One of the neat things that happened actually was with the clicking of the projector, it added to a score who already uses its ticking clock to enhance the tension built in this movie. This is director Christopher Nolan's 10th feature film, and in my opinion, it's his best film. It's just a mastercraft of what he does best in a film, from catching just epic shots and directing of actors. Like, people were worried about Harry Styles in this movie and maybe he wouldn't be good, and he actually really was. And it's just these set pieces that felt huge. The U-boat attack, the dogfight, and it feels like you're right in the middle of it all. The way that the film is edited and structured makes sure that the tension is always ramping, covering the evacuation on the beach, off of the coast of France, out in the water, and in the air. Each moment is given a length of time, with the beach being the longest and the dogfight being the shortest, but all of it is stretched out across the course of the film. And what this does is it lets action and urgency exist through the entire film, where I think if it had been edited chronologically, you would have had kind of a boring first 2/3 of the middle with a super action-packed third act. And of course, Nolan still managed to make an action-packed and engaging third act, so there you go. My favorite of the timelines is On the Sea. Mark Rylance as Mr. Dawson pilots a civilian boat after he's joined by his son, played by Tom Glenn Carney, and his son's friend, played by Barry Keoghan. They pick up a soldier who's been drifting out at sea along the way, played by Cillian Murphy, and he's bent on not going back to Dunkirk. The heart of the film are in these scenes, and Mark Rylance in particular exudes that British stiff upper lip mentality, but he's also super compassionate to Cillian Murphy's traumatized soldier. The most heartbreaking death, in my opinion, in the film comes when Murphy accidentally kills Keoghan. Unaware of what he's done, or at least unsure of the consequences of his actions, Murphy, at the end of the film, asks if the boy is all right. And Rylance and Glenn Carney spare what's left of the shattered psyche of Cillian Murphy's soldier by telling him that Keoghan is going to be all right. It's probably the best example in a film that has many moments of people doing what they can so that others don't have to bear the load of hardship. I mentioned in my review of Darkest Hour that these two would make great companion films. This film would inject a little life and action into Darkest Hour, and Darkest Hour could provide some of the political context to what's going on in this film. But of the two, this is probably the most complete film. It's epic in scope. The acting is pretty great. Like I said, it's probably Nolan's best film. I'm feeling probably a 4 out of 5 for this one. I'm Kevin Gesme, and this has been the Landmark Film Review. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Click that bell notification. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below, let me know what you thought about the film if you've seen it, or if you plan on seeing it. Hit that bell icon to get notifications of when I do put out future videos, and I'll see you in the next video.